I need to be more serious because we're talking about serious things right now. Because, you know, the Illinois primaries are coming up on March 17th, and early voting starts tomorrow, March 2nd. And we are inviting everybody to get to know the candidates. And we are thrilled to have back on the show Cook County Commissioner Kevin Morrison, vying to represent Illinois' 8th District in Congress. Commissioner, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me. Glad to be back.
Thank you so much. Look, it's been a hot second since we've had you on the show. And we know, like, you know, time is ticking. We've got 17 days right now for everybody to sell their message. I'm asking you the question that I believe I asked earlier, but I'm asking it again just to remind all of our listeners, why are you running?
I am running because right now our electorate feels like they don't have federal leaders that actually understand the issues that are most important to them, nor are fighting for them. And we have a messaging problem in our party, and I want to be that leader that returns the hope in our electorate that their federal officials are actually fighting for them every single day.
Cool. So how would you change that message? Like, what about the messaging of the Democrats right now that are you finding like, it's not really hitting me?
I mean, I often go to the fact that, you know, during these immigration raids, when that first judge was arrested, why did we not have Congress members showing up, demonstrating, and joining protesters? We need Congress members who show up when it matters, who are going to hold the Trump administration to account, and who are going to show up in their communities, meeting with everyday residents and hearing the issues most important to them.
Yeah, well, I love that. So as you've been on the campaign trail, what issues do mean the most to the folks in Illinois 8th?
Yeah, well, I will say when I'm talking with Democratic primary voters, they want the Trump administration gone.
Yes.
But of course,
yes.
Oh my God, every door I knock, I tell you. But I mean, people are frustrated with this administration, but also they are seeing their prices rise everywhere, from food to everyday goods to housing, and it is key parts of this administration's policies that are seeing costs continue to rise for all of us.
So affordability is number one. I mean, I guess after getting rid of this ding-dong administration.
Protecting our democracy, affordability, finally getting past to universal health care, access to affordable higher education and health care, and affordable housing. These are all things that I've led on as a Cook County Commissioner the last 7 years, and I can't wait to bring some function back to Congress.
Cool. So look, Congress has been very ineffectual for, well, I don't know, decades. It feels like it, but especially since this new administration has come in, and then this awful, you know, mouthpiece of speaker going on there. How do you intend to get Congress back in line to help to do its job? You know, like we just had this, which we could say is an unconstitutional attack, act of war on Iran that happened this weekend. What are you hoping to achieve, and how to get Congress actually to do their job?
Yeah, so first and foremost, not only do we need to win back the House and Senate, but it is crucially important in these primaries that we're sending the right leaders to Washington. And so what I'm telling everyone, you elect me through this primary on March 17th. This will be a safe blue seat come November. I already have a track record of electing great candidates. I've been doing it since 2009 when I was 19 years old. I'm 36 years old now, and my commitment to everyone is that I'm going to go across this country, helping great candidates win their primaries, and then in swing districts across the nation, making sure we get the best leaders so we have the best bench to get to work on day one once we retake the House and Senate.
Amen to that. Yes. Amen to that. Yes. So in your work as Cook County Commissioner, how has that prepared you to take on a role for Congress?
Yeah, so as an openly LGBT person who ran against the chairman of the Illinois Republican Party at 27 years old, no one thought I could win that race, but I won. Everyone thought it would take me years to understand the role. Instead, I was prepared on day one. In my first year, I created our county's equity department. I expanded language access on the ballot from 4 to 12 languages, making Cook County the second most language-inclusive voting block in the nation. Over the years, I have created our brand new Department of Mental and Behavioral Health at a time where where Americans feel like the American dream no longer exists, I created a nationally recognized one-stop shop to help aspiring entrepreneurs start new businesses. I've gotten major things done as a county commissioner, so I already know how to legislate. I've served for 7 years, and so I'll be ready on day one to get to work building relationships, be it with my own party members or across the aisle, because that's something I'm really good at. I'm good at finding where we agree, building on that, building the relationship, and getting people like the sole Republican on our board to vote in support for the first time in support of reproductive health care. I made reproductive health and gender identity protected classes for 5.2 million people.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
I know, but he's done a lot.
Yeah.
He's done a lot.
Yeah.
Our Cook County Commissioner Kevin Morrison has.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you were, like you said, you kind of were the upset candidate, the Cinderella story, kind of coming out of nowhere as a young person coming into this role that you have right now of Cook County Commissioner. Have you been getting any flack for your age with this current campaign? Because I know there is another candidate who is in her 20s who is also like ooh, like, you young whippersnapper. Are you getting a lot of that, or has there just been a support because you have a proven track record?
I mean, our voting bloc wants younger energy in Congress. I think that is a key frustration that a lot of our voters have. So being 36 years old hasn't been working against me. And you know what? Being openly LGBT hasn't either. Now, one of my main opponents in this race, when they were a former member of Congress back in 2010, had a platform of only supporting marriage between a man and a woman. And so, it is an interesting fact that she ended up jumping in this race. But you know what? When I ran in 2018, I had $500,000 of dark money spent against me in the last month of the campaign. We've got 3 super PACs operating in the Illinois 8th. And you know what? We still have a great path to victory. And that's why I'm working incredibly hard to earn everyone's support, especially here in the home stretch with a little over than 2 weeks to go. And I'm ready to make history for our community again. Chicago and the surrounding suburbs have never had an openly LGBT member of Congress, and I'm ready to make that history.
All right, cool. So, well, I know you've got, like, as you said, we are coming into the home stretch right now. I'm sure your next couple of weeks are just packed. You do have some upcoming events, and there's one that's going to be actually at Sidetrack. Am I right about that?
You are correct.
Yeah.
So we are going to be, tomorrow at the Schaumburg Library, I've got a town hall. I have comedians at a fundraiser in Elk Grove Village at Real Time Sports.
And then Patty, isn't that WCPT zone, Patty Vasquez is going to be doing
Patty Vasquez will be
come
in
on
attendance.
now,
It's
Patty.
going to be hilarious. We're making politics hilarious.
Yes.
And then, you know what? We got a huge amount of our LGBT leaders. The event is supported by Jan Schakowsky, Mike Quigley, and Eric Sorensen, and we'll be at Sidetrack from 5:30 to 7:30 this coming Wednesday. It's helping us boost our resources as we push out our final message and onward to victory, because we need the right types of leaders in Congress. I've demonstrated that I could take on Republicans and win and deliver for our communities, and I'm ready to take that fight to Congress.
Girl, I would say so. I'm
I'm going to just throw you a curveball.
Oh.
Outside of as hard as you're working, what's bringing you joy right now?
You know, what's bringing me joy is all of my incredible supporters, my family, my fiance Ethan, who stuck by my side throughout this
Ethan.
9.5 months of campaign.
Amazing.
Ethan is the best. I'm very blessed. And you know what? We just launched out of Kane County with the Kane County State's Attorney, a candidate for clerk, state senate, and state rep, sending volunteers out to the doors. Seeing so many of my supporters coming together and boosting us up has given me energy. And I am anyone who knows my work ethic, I do not take a break, especially when things are so crucially important. And so I'm putting all my energy into this.
That's great.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, best of luck to you as you head towards the primary that's going to be set for the 17th, March 17th. Again, a reminder, early voting starts tomorrow on the 2nd. So just get out and vote. And if you want to find out more information about Kevin Morrison for Illinois 8th, go to kevinmorrisonforcongress.com. Cook County Commissioner Kevin Morrison, thank you so much for joining us today, and best of luck to you as you head into the primaries.
Thank you so very much. Thank you to all your listeners. Again, join us at KevinMorrisonForCongress.com. Give us a follow on social. If you would like to volunteer, sign up, or if you could send me a few bucks to help us beat back all this dark money in these Illinois races and send a fighter to Congress, I'd appreciate your support, and I thank you for having me today.
Of course. Thank you so much. And just as a reminder for all of our listeners out there, WCPT is posting all of our candidate interviews at heartlandsignal.com/candidates. You can visit the page to hear and share all of the interviews that we have going on. Find the candidate interviews tab at the top of our website, heartlandsignal.com. Cook County Commissioner Kevin Morrison, thank you again for taking time out, which I know is a busy, busy time for you, but keep up all the momentum.
Yeah, keep up the great work.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.